Hi, Amanda with All Things Beauty here. Today we're going to do just a basic makeup application. Prior to my makeup application, I always start my routine off with our Senegence Silk. This is our primer that goes on prior to your foundation. I usually let it sit around 10 minutes to let it soak into my pores and really create a flat surface for my foundation to lay, creating that nice matte look. About 2 times a week, I will be sure to use our Lip Smooth formula on my lips. This is kind of like a scrub or a exfoliation of the skin on my lips to allow my lip scents to adhere correctly without chapped, peeled skin interrupting the look that you're trying to get with your lipstick. This is a really awesome product. It smells like cupcakes. And all you do is apply a really small amount to your finger and just continue to softly rub in a circular motion on your lips for about 1 to 2 minutes and then rinse it off. And it just really leaves your lips feeling soft, smooth, and just renewed. The next step is the foundation. The Senegence foundation comes in 2 different kinds, anti-aging or the regular formula. I prefer the regular because it is a more full coverage foundation and it's completely waterproof. So I like to know that my foundation is going to stay in its place and not smear or fade or get to looking oily or greasy throughout the day. It really does a nice job of staying fresh looking all day long, regardless of the activities that you're doing. So for application of the foundation, I just use the back of my palm. I use 1 to 2 pumps of the product from the bottle. As you can see, it is the vacuum pump again, so it leaves no wasted product at the bottom as you use the foundation. I prefer a small brush for application of the foundation. Some use their fingers, some use a beauty blender. It just kind of depends on your preference, but go ahead and tap the brush or whatever product you choose to use to apply the foundation into that 1 to 2 pumps on your back of your palm and just start dabbing for proper application of the foundation. I usually dampen the end of my brush before I start with the application, and I always do like a stipple application method. So I'm going to start just tapping and going into a circular motion all around my face until it's completely covered with the foundation. Once you fully apply the foundation, I always top my foundation with a loose powder, so just pick any larger poofy brush of your choice and apply your powder on top of your foundation to really just set it into your face and finish off that matte look. For the shadow look today, I've selected 4 Shadow Sense colors. Senegence has a cream to powder shadow that's called Shadow Sense, and it goes on as a liquid and dries as a powder. So once it's dry, it's going to stay put all day long. It's a waterproof formula as well, and there are several colors to pick from, different color schemes you can go with to just meet your certain style. I like neutrals and pinks, so these are the colors I've selected for the look today. We've got mulberry, mauve shimmer, pink opal shimmer, and pink frost. All right, I'm going to start with mauve shimmer, and this is what the applicator wand looks like when you pull it out of the Shadow Sense. And I'm just going to put a few dots of this color right onto that bone right there on your eyelid. And then I'm going to use a loose, somewhat loose makeup brush and just swipe back and forth continuously until that's fully blended in, and we're going to do that on both eyes. So just continue to add more color and blend until you come to your desired color. I just added a few more dots on each eye and blended from the bone all the way down to the eyelash with that color, mauve shimmer. And you can go darker or lighter, just whatever your preference is. Go in with this pink opal shimmer color. It's a lighter shimmer than the mauve shimmer that we just put on. And I only want this to be in the center of the eyelid, below that bone right there on the lid. So I just want to put 1 to 2 dots right there in the center of each eye. And then for this one, I want more of a flat, compact brush for application. Not too big because you do want it to stay right in that area. And I'm just gonna tap it into place for this application method. So go into where you want it and start tapping. So there it is, the pink opal shimmer in the center of my eyelid right there. And then I just took that same brush and tapped right into the corner of each eye for a little highlight right there at the edge. So Pink Frost is a matte color. It's really light, but it does have a subtle pink color to it. And I just want to highlight directly under the brow with this color. It's a matte color, and it's just going to help accent my eyes more by putting a lighter accent color right there underneath the brow. I've just swatched it directly from the applicator wand onto my eye. I'm going to go in with a poofy brush and just kind of blend that in, staying right below the brow and blending it together where we put that mauve shimmer earlier on that bone line. We want it all to blend together well so that there's not any drastic lines. So this brush just really allows you to do a really good job of blending it in. And I'm kind of tapping and blending at the same time. So you really want it to go into your skin and then blend out. Okay, so there's the final eye look, just a really subtle pink color for your eye. Our shadow scents are a cream to powder, so you can also use them in other areas of your face than just the eye. I'm going to use our mauve shimmer on the back of my hand with this same poofier brush to just kind of give my cheeks a little pink shade to them. I don't wear a lot of blush, so this is a good way for me to just not go crazy with the blush, but still highlight, accent my cheekbones a little. If you smile just a little, you'll see where your cheekbones or your smile naturally pulls up as you smile. So that's where you'll want to place your blush. And like I said, I don't wear a lot, so I just pull that color in and then kind of blend it out with my powder brush just to make sure it's not too crazy. But it just does a really good job of highlighting your cheekbones. So it's good to have multiple uses for our products, not just shadow, but you can use it for bronzer, highlighter, blush, lots of different uses with our shadows. For the brows, I'm going to go in with our rustic brown shadow scents, and I'm going to use this super tiny applicator brush to just comb the color into my brows and just highlight them a little. Fill them in with color so they're not like full of foundation and super light on your face, because that just kind of takes away from the overall look. You don't have to spend a lot of time with shaping or anything. Just make sure you fill it in similar to the natural color of your hair so that they don't stand out too much. But filling it in just kind of helps to complete your overall look. So tap your brush onto your applicator wand and just start filling in those hairs. I've filled in the brow with that rustic brown color and then just kind of combed it in with the other end of this applicator brush, and that's a completed look for my brows. Again, I don't spend a lot of time with shaping or doing anything that takes a lot of maintenance. I just fill in the natural curve of my hair that's on the brow and comb it in with the other side of the brush. Now I'm going to use our waterproof pencil liner. It is like a lot of the products that you see on the market as far as how you get it out of the bottle. Just twist at the one end, it comes out the other. It is completely waterproof. Once you put this on, it's not going to fade or smear or show up here later in the day on your eyelid. It stays exactly where you put it. It's a great product. It's one of my all-time favorites. And I just put it directly above the top lash line is all that I do with our liner. You can also put it on that bottom water line of your eye or even underneath the bottom lash line if you like a lot of liner. Again, I don't do wingtip or anything elaborate. I just do a basic simple line directly above my top lash. Great, so my liner has been applied directly above my top lash line. And if you have problems with dark circles under your eye, another step that you could implement into your daily routine is highlighting underneath the eye to kind of cover up that dark circle problem that you might have. If you are doing that, there are a couple different options that you can use. I would recommend that you don't put foundation directly under the eye if you are going to go in with a highlighter. The more layers of makeup that you put on, the higher the chance is that you're going to get creasing on your face, where that area tends to be a little more wrinkly or sensitive. So leave this area blank with your foundation when you're doing your foundation, and then go in at the end and put on your light coverage of the highlighter, or white. So you could do light directly under the eye and then white on this kind of like cheekbone area, and that's really going to help bring out your eyes more, especially if you have dark circles. You're going to complete your look with our waterproof or non-waterproof mascara. This has a built-in lash growth serum, so it's going to help your lashes grow longer and stronger, in addition to immediately giving you that more plump, filled-in look. I've completed the look for my makeup and polished it off with our mascara that really just helps your lashes stand out. Really fills them, makes them look longer immediately, in addition to that lash growth serum that's really effective. You're going to see in a 3 to 4 week period that your lashes are really long and filling out. The product is also sold individually. Lash Extend, it's $50 when you buy it by itself, to just apply it like a night treatment to help your lashes grow, or you can get it inside the mascara, and the mascara is $28. So it's a really great deal, especially when you compare it to other similar products on the market. Now we're going to talk about Lip Sense. Lip Sense is a long-lasting lip color, stays on for 4 to 18 hours. And we have over 50 colors to pick from. There's always limited edition colors that are coming out every single month. Once they sell out, they're gone. They're no longer available. So it's really good idea to get those as you see them hit the market, because you never know when they're going to sell out and no longer be available. For today's application, I'm just going to wear Pink Champagne. It's my all-time favorite since I started selling Senegence. It's always been my go-to everyday color. So to get started, you're going to shake the tube to mix up the color. You can hear the little ball in there to mix the product properly. And then we're going to get started with application. Great, so Lip Sense goes on in 3 layers. You take the wand out of the tube, you apply in one direction, don't go back and forth, and don't rub your lips together in between each layer. So start with 1 layer at a time, allow maybe 10 seconds of dry time in between each layer. Here's my first layer of Pink Champagne, and I'm just going to try to allow it to dry properly before I go in with the second layer. And once you get to 3, you top it with a gloss to seal your color in and provide the needed moisture to your lips. And then as your lips start to feel dry throughout the day, if they do, just apply more gloss and you're good to go. There's no more required applications of the color itself. So once you apply it once, you're good to go all day long. It's completely waterproof, smudge proof, kiss proof. It stays put all day long. I completed the 3 layers of Lip Sense with Pink Champagne, and I topped it with our clear glossy gloss. The clear glossy gloss is always recommended for beginners because it provides the most moisture out of all of our glosses, and it's just good to get started with a really moisturized gloss to help your lips feel really smooth and shiny throughout the day. We do carry lots and lots of different kinds of glosses. These are a couple of the new limited edition glosses that we have. Super pretty, versatile colors all over the place. You can adjust the color like of the Pink Champagne. If I were to put this color on top of it, it would alter the color a little. Lots of different ways to play around and be creative with your colors. These are brand new, just hit the market. So lots of different options to change up your color from day to day. The 2 new glosses are Metallic Rose and Metallic Nude. Here they are on the skin. You can see that they're just a shimmery, really pretty effect that you can put on top of any lip sense color to just change it up a little bit and just make it a little more interesting from day to day. That completes the look for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Feel free to visit my website for all of the details on the products used today at www.senegence.com/allthingsbeauty.